Okay, this video is going to demonstrate how to clip the imagery to the extent that we want to work. We don't need this large area, so we're going to clip the data to a boundary. So the first thing I like to do when I to clip an area, especially with a town that's got a complicated boundary like this, I want to measure and just make sure that if I did a buffer, I can get all parts. Because if we clip this boundary, it'll be a little bit complicated, and we want to make sure we get everything that's inside and out. So the first thing that I usually do is create a buffer. So let's just do search tools, and I'm just going to say buffer, and we want buffer analysis, and we will create a buffer for this town of Mount Pleasant. So input features, and we're going to just we can keep that name. We're going to put it in the folder that we are working, this demo, put it in data, and I'm just going to name it buff 1 mile. Okay, so let's go ahead and say we want to buffer this 1 mile and say okay. Uh-oh. Sorry, I hit a button on the way down there. Okay. And it will run the buffer. Okay, so the buffer was created, and that looks a little bit more like an extent that we'll make sure to get everything inside of our town boundary. So I have also distributed a toolbox for you guys, and that is called Canopy Coach Process, and it'll have a date on there. It might not be the same name, but we can add that toolbox. To our toolbox here, and you'll see there'll be more coming, but right now let's do clip here, and we're just going to edit it. So I've set this up so it can be run in any way. It doesn't have wildcards. I just made it so we can just copy, or we just drag our files in there. So HN natural color goes here. That'll get fixed. Our color infrared goes here, and our buffer boundary goes here. Now let's set our output, and you can see this was from another data set that I had already clipped. I'm just going to put that into this folder right here, and I like to just copy the entire path for the output too, and then just rename it CIR. It's just easier, lazy maybe. And now let's click run, and that'll take a few minutes to run. Okay, so that's done running. Now it's added over here the files based on the same name that they are. I'm going to change this in a second just to keep my document tidy, but I wanted to show you this is just the clip tool. You can find the clip tool here. If you just type in clip, we want the one that's analysis. Data management is for raster data. So clip analysis. Did I get it? And you get the dialog that comes up like this. For some reason, when I'm doing the screen recording, it seems to affect the behavior of my system a little bit. Okay, so now we put in the input features, the clip features, and I'm going to show that to you right here. Okay, so you can see Sorry, when I showed you the clip earlier, I went to the raster, or the vector. We want raster. So that's the clip that says data management. So when we click in here, we can see that the output extent is based on the feature class that we called clipper. And the output raster data is set here. So we could also click on the use the input feature geometry, and then it would clip it to that buffer that we created. So we're going to save that, and now we can see it's clipped it to the maximum extent of that buffer. Okay, also just to keep my map document tidy, I like to come in here, and if I just add it from the script, I will change that name to be the feature class name. And we can get rid of the original now in this map document. Okay, and save. And now we have our two 60 centimeter, which is really incredible, aerial imagery. The next we're going to do is composite that into 4 bands. So that'll be in the next video.